Hey guys, what's up? This is Angryjon here once again. There's a lot of shit that happened in E3 already. The Sony press conference has yet to occur, so I'm recording this before the Sony press conference even happens. And the best part is I can actually record my reaction to the Sony press conference because I have no work tomorrow, which is perfect timing. I feel that's nice timing because I couldn't have it any other way. Because in case I was not going to react to it, at least I was going to live tweet to you guys and, join any Skype conversation. At least it was going to be that. And if I really had to, I could have recorded audio straight out of my laptop. But it seems that's not the case. I can actually do a live reaction to it. So, that's awesome. But anyways, I did not record my live reactions to any of the press conferences before because I usually don't. Because you guys really don't want to see me wincing and cringing every time, It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be entertaining. It would just be downright painful. So yeah, there's like four conferences I need to discuss. We have EA, Bethesda, Microsoft, and of course Ubisoft, which ended half an hour ago. So, let's start with EA. Not much to say in terms of EA. I was barely watching their conference anyways. For the things that did, stick out to me, there was going to be new Star Wars games. There was Battlefield 1, but that was about it. You had sports, of course, but you had a lot of stuff I really had no interest. Oh yeah. There was also a new Mass Effect game, but I don't really care about that franchise. I've never bought with the Mass Effect games, so I have not much else to say in terms of EA. It's another, except that it was pretty damn dull. A lot of people have told me it's pretty damn dull, which is kind of standard for EA. I don't think EA has ever had an amazing conference. I don't think they have. It's always like a wild card kind of thing. I don't know why EA even has their own conference. They don't have that much stuff to show off anyways. I think Activision has a lot more games to show off than EA. Maybe I might be wrong on that, but that does beg the question, why the fuck doesn't Activision have their own conference? But whatever. So that's all I have to say on EA. Not much to say. It's just, a lot of people have told me it's just another dull conference. Still a terrible conference. It didn't really do anything special, so at least it didn't bring back Pele. Leave the man alone. But they still brought in, a fucking coach. That's any better. And they were gushing about how FIFA is going to be amazing and stuff. Yeah, I still have issues, imagining FIFA in a positive light these days because of the whole, the corruption that happened in FIFA, so. Now for Bethesda. I was actually watching this on my laptop in secrecy. So I didn't. So I watched the majority of it, with Josh and the others. Josh and the others were live streaming the conference, so I watched that stream in particular because, hey, at least those guys were going to keep me entertained while I was watching Bethesda's conference. Because I don't think I've ever played a game made by Bethesda, not that I know of. They showed off a lot of good stuff, though. At least for the fans of Fallout, and the Fallout stuff they showed off was pretty good. Was pretty cool. A lot of the Doom stuff they showed off was pretty nice. But I'm saddened for the Elder Scroll crowd. They got fucked over. I mean, yes, they had Skyrim remastered, which is cool and all, but They showed off Elder Scrolls Online and the Elder Scrolls card game. I am so sorry for you people. I'm so sorry. Because apparently Elder Scrolls 6 is so early in development, they can't even show it off. So, yeah, no Elder Scrolls 6 for you. I'm sorry. One game that really stuck out to me was Dishonored 2. Dishonored 2 looks really fucking good. I've never played the original Dishonored, but this game looks incredible, especially with the time travel mechanic. That's really fucking cool. So, yeah, Bethesda did much better than EA. It wasn't an amazing conference by any means, but it was watchable. There was nothing really cringy about it. It was just It was just a good conference overall. It wasn't the best conference in my opinion, but still good enough. Now for the best conference, at least as of this recording, before Sony and Nintendo, is Microsoft. I believe Microsoft had a really solid conference. Even though I still have no chances of buying an Xbox One right now. Then again, I really am not in the mood to buy an Xbox One. I still feel there's some things that are going against it for me. I don't have that many interests in owning an Xbox One at least right now. I might own it when it's about to go away, so I can get all those darn exclusives. Then again, I don't have a PS4 either. So, first off, they announced I have the Kotaku timeline right here, so all this major stuff that they covered is in here. So, Xbox Slim was announced, which is fucking good. It was pretty cool seeing a slimmer version of it. It no longer looks like a VCR, for one thing, and it is pretty damn small. 2 terabyte, 4K, Ultra HD video, and the controller is streamlined and it has a vertical stand. It's all right, and it's much cheaper too. It's about $300, which is fine. Gears of War 4 will have crossplay. I mean, crossplay and cross-buy is a pretty damn awesome idea. Being able to use it on your Xbox One and your Windows 10 PC is just an awesome idea. I really approve of that. I much approve. Then you have Forza Horizon 3, which I will admit is probably the best looking Forza game in a long time. Not best looking, like the best Forza game, period. Because they unveiled a co-op mode, and I think this co-op mode is an ultimate game changer for Forza. Because Forza's like it's doing all right. I mean, it's better than Gran Turismo, at least right now, because Gran Turismo has been really behind in a lot of stuff. But Forza has so much less vehicles and tracks, so I don't know. Like, Forza does some things right, but it does a lot of things wrong. But that co-op mode looks really fucking cool. And it's in Australia, which is interesting. So, I approve. I am alright with this. Also, we actually have some actual Recore gameplay footage, finally. Wasn't too shocked that Recore was going to show up. I don't know if this game will be any good. I don't know. I hope it is. At least better than Mighty Number 9. Like, Jesus. Mighty Number 9, man. Ugh. I know I'm judging too early. The game hasn't officially come out, but with all those trailers and with all the pretentious the advertisements, it's just cringeworthy. Then you have gameplay of Final Fantasy 15, which kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting it in Microsoft's press conference. And what else was there? Oh yes, Inside. We know nothing about Inside, but basically it's like a more or less it reminds me of Stanley Parable a bit. Everything takes place in an office and there's something sinister going on, and it's made from the same people who did Limbo. I've never played Limbo, but Limbo looks pretty damn good, and it's free on Xbox One. Is it? No, wait, it's also free on Steam. Oh shit. Limbo's free on Steam, June 21st, 22nd. That's a fucking steal. Oh, I would have to remind myself to get Limbo on that date. Okay. That's a fucking steal. But yeah, Inside, we know nothing about it, but I hope it's as good as everyone makes it out to be, because I fucking hate stupidly overhype over barely nothing. So, also customizable Xbox One controllers. I highly approve of this. And also, they unveiled new features for Xbox Live, which will be clubs, being able to find clubs or groups of people who share the same interests as you, and a more or less a tournament system. Again, I really approve of these. People were probably asking for these for a long time, and it's about time they delivered. So I approve. The There was also apparently a card game based on The Witcher 3. Apparently they had a card game in Witcher 3, and that got super popular. Never bothered with the Witcher franchise, so I don't quite know what to say about that. Dead Rising 4 was unveiled, and it's Christmas themed. Scalebound looks pretty damn awesome. I've never played a Platinum Games game, but my god, that game looks really fucking cool. Like, they knocked this one out of the park. Sea of Thieves looks way better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, when it was first announced, it was a little iffy, even though they showed no gameplay footage, but we had an idea it was going to be pirate theme. But with this game footage, it looks fucking great. Like, this is Rare we're talking about. This does not look like something Rare would make, and that's surprising because in the last couple of years, Rare games have been kind of meh. But this one might be like the true return of amazing Rare games. Like, this is like Rare in its truest form. I feel they return back to their roots and actually make really fun games. I mean, this might actually revive Rare. This might actually save that fucking company. I mean, yes, Rare Replay did already do that, but to be fair, they didn't have to do much work. All they did was port over their old games, and that's it. But this might actually put Rare back on the map, you know? Because this game actually looks fucking good. I mean, it's a pirate simulation game, and they actually figured out how to fucking do this right. They even made it so that if you get drunk in the game, you get tipsy and shit. That's actually pretty damn funny. I like that. State of Decay 2, not much to say. It's another zombie game, not much to say. So, next we had Halo Wars 2, which I will say had a pretty damn good trailer. I really like this trailer. It reminds me of the Halo 3 trailer. Halo 3 trailer. So, not much to say on Halo Wars 2, though, because I've never played the original Halo Wars, so don't know what to say. And finally, Microsoft unveiled Project Scorpio, which they claim is the most powerful console ever. So obviously Sony has a lot of work coming forward, has a lot of work to do, because now the reason they're unveiling Project Scorpio is because they want to make sure that developers get their hands on it early on, and that is pretty cool. I hope it's as good as they claim it is, though, because if they lie, I'm going to be pissed. But yeah, Project Scorpio sounds interesting. I say sounds interesting instead of looks interesting because we don't really know what it looks like. But given what they said with all the specs and shit, like Microsoft has this down. So yeah, I'm hyped for it. I mean, this is why I think Microsoft has the best conference thus far, because Microsoft in 2013 was one of the lamer conferences, because the Xbox One was such a piece of shit before it even launched, because nobody liked the policies it was trying to push. Now we're 2016, and Microsoft actually figured out how to do conferences again. They figured out how to make them good. There's so much less emphasis on, oh, you can use your internet browser in this console and shit. No. They focus on actual games for once, and it's good. They started doing this in 2015, and now they're doing it again, which is great. It's heading in the right direction, and it's about time they did. Like, Jesus. I remember when Microsoft used to be one of the lamest conferences. Now they're kind of in the middle high range. So Microsoft did a very damn good showing this year. So kudos on you, Microsoft. Kudos. Now, for the Ubi press conference. Okay, in case you didn't quite figure it out, it was one of the most painful fucking things I've ever watched. I have to say, this is one of the, if not worst, conference I have seen in years. I mean, holy shit. I mean, I knew Ubisoft was going to be bad, but I didn't think it was going to get this bad. Like, this was 2 hours of nothing but pain and torture. At least EA was only an hour long. This was twice the amount. And, like, Ubisoft kept holding me hostage. It was just fucking painful. Like, Jesus. You want to know the first problem right off the bat? They brought back that black woman again. Why? She was terrible. She was terrible. Was it 2 years ago? Or did she come back last year? I don't remember. But she's awful. She was terrible. She was probably one of the worst, if not the biggest element on why the Ubisoft press conferences failed so miserably. Like, she's so cringeworthy. She thinks she's so cool by saying the word fuck and shit over and over again. And she thinks she's so hip and connects with gamers. When in all reality, it shows how out of, I don't know. They're just, Ubi's just out of it. They're so alienated from their audience. Like, they don't understand what the hell they're doing. They think they got it right with how they treat gamers, but they don't. It just makes them seem so dated. I mean, and then she's terrible. She's still terrible. She was so annoying, so forced. Just fuck off. Ugh. Then the press conference actually starts, and we're treated with Just Dance 2016 with Queen music. Freddie Mercury did not die for this. Freddie Mercury would fucking kick himself in the stomach over and over again over how stupid that was. Oh my fucking god, that was so terrible. They started the conference in probably the worst way you could possibly imagine. Could you just let go of Just Dance, Ubisoft? Could you fuck off with Just Dance? I am so tired of seeing this damn game year after year. No one cares. Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that, but the thing is, the majority of people who are in the audience don't care for Just Dance. It's just, who cares? It's a fucking dancing game. Nobody takes that shit seriously anymore. This isn't the future of gaming. Stop it. Jesus, what else was there? I was skimming a lot. I was skimming through this conference because I had to go to supper. And then I came back down and skimmed over a lot of it. Again, I was watching Josh Scorcher's stream of it because I was not going to sit through this shit alone. Fuck that noise. They unveiled a new South Park game, which is cool. Didn't play the Stick of Truth, but yeah, whatever. They have a sequel. Then they showed off a new expansion pack for the Division, in case people are still fucking playing that. Then there was the Star Trek Bridge Crew game, which uses virtual reality. I will admit, I love the concept. It really makes you feel like you're in the Starship Enterprise, but yeah, the graphics look like complete and utter ass. It doesn't look that exciting, but I like the idea. Maybe they could improve on that. There was also For Honor, which I will say was the best game they ever showed off. This is a game I would actually probably play. This is a good game. It's too fucking bad we have to wait until 2017 to play it. Then there was Watch Dogs 2, which, to be fair, they had already shown off a few days ago. Not much else to say. I already stated my thoughts on Watch Dogs and a few other pre-E3 games in my last stream. So, or the stream before. Was it the stream before? Yeah, the stream before. Like, Friday stream. So, yeah. Not much to say there. Then there was Steep, which looks like Forza, but downhill skiing, snowboarding, and windsuiting and paragliding and stuff. Apparently, if you fall down, you can rewind your action. So it's basically Forza. And Oh yeah, I completely forgot to mention this. Throughout the entire E3 press conference, a lot of people were wearing the rainbow ribbons in honor of those who died in Orlando Sunday morning. I avoided discussing this topic, obviously for obvious reasons, because it's not really a topic I really want to delve into, especially since it's going to inflict nothing but debates and stuff. I wasn't exactly too keen on wasting time. My time's precious to me, and I didn't want to waste it talking to someone in terms of gun control, Islamophobia, homophobia, what Trump said, what the NRA thinks. I didn't have time for any of that, as much as I would love to, but it's just I don't want to waste my time. I mean, it's tempting, but I just didn't want to do it. And I'm glad EA is acknowledging the tragedy. Like that was cool of them. I thought they were completely going to ignore it, but I'm kind of glad they didn't. So oh my fucking god, like there's so many other bad things about the Ubisoft press conference, but I can't really think of that many because I mean it was 2 hours. It felt so slow. Like there were many parts where it wasn't going anywhere, and it was just terrible. Even though it had not just for cause. Fuck. What's the name of the game? For Honor, which is an amazing game, and that's it. That's the only fucking game I remotely care about from Ubisoft. So this begs the question: why the fuck was it 2 hours long? Why? Why was it so long? There was no reason it had to be this long. Hell, the Microsoft press conference wasn't that long either. It was only an hour and a half. So, honestly, I don't even know what the hell Ubisoft was doing with 2 fucking hours. Never mind the fact that when the pre-show for Ubisoft was going on, the PC Game Show was still going on. I have no thoughts on the PC Game Show because I wasn't watching it. Because, again, it has the same problems as before. It was boring as shit. So, I did not give two shits about the PC Gaming Show. Unless they announce Half-Life 3 or a new Team Fortress 2 update, I could care less. So, yeah. So, I believe that is about it. I believe I've talked everything that there is to know about E3, at least before Sony. So, yeah, check out be sure to stay tuned for my live reaction to Sony, which will probably be uploaded, like, a couple of hours after the thing is over, because I have no work, which means I'll be able to upload it as soon as it's done. But actually, I'll do it like tomorrow morning or afternoon because I have to edit a lot of dead silence and stuff, which I'm gonna have to do. Then after that, I'll see if I feel like recording my live reaction to the Zelda press conference, although I have heavy doubts. I might as well just watch the Josh Scorcher stream, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest nut for Zelda in the first place, so there's not much for me to discuss in terms of the game. It better be the best fucking looking game ever, though, because they're dedicating so much time to it. It's just, why did they skip over a digital event? Why did it have to be a Treehouse stream? Fucking A. I'm still baffled by Nintendo's decision. I really am. It's just irking to me. It feels like it's going to be a very slow year for Nintendo, and that's really depressing. Although they did say they were going to show off independent titles that were going to be on the Wii U and 3DS, but not much else to say in terms of that. Oh yeah, speaking of independent games, during Microsoft's press conference, they nodded to Yooka-Laylee and Cuphead. Those two games look really good, and I hope to God, they get raving reviews and stuff. I mean, those games look really fucking promising. I hope they deliver. And I close this video off with a glaring question. Why the fuck does Ubisoft still have a conference? Every year, it seems to be the worst conference, and I think it'd be best if A, they make it so it's only an hour long, and B, get rid of the conference. Square Enix is not doing a conference this year, which is good because, let's be fair, the majority of it was fucking boring as shit. So, yeah, not much to say, but not much to say at this point. I just I just want to get this video done and over with. I'm glad I was able to do this with very little takes. I'm actually a little surprised. I thought I was going to stutter like crazy and have to restart the whole thing from scratch. But anyways, that's it. Enjoy the blank screen or whatever text I'm going to put on screen. So, yeah, this is Angryjon, over and out. And happy early 10th anniversary of my channel. The 10th anniversary is going to happen Tuesday, which of course will be the day I upload my Sony reaction video. So yeah, let the festivities begin.